This is the brief overview video for the Alpaca Beginner CV. The Alpaca is a unlock level 10 made for Empyrion Alpha 10 Beginner CV. Like its namesake, the Alpaca is both small and ugly. However, do not be overly fooled by appearances. The Alpaca can be built entirely from materials retrieved with a multi-tool from the MS Titan Rex. This allows you to get off your starter planet quickly and out to the other planets where you can get the better materials. As we walk up to the back of the Alpaca, there is signal logic to roll down the ramps and open up the bay door. In the HV bay, we see the container controller, the Wi-Fi. There is 40,000 storage here. Also, the rear thrusters do make the top two corners radioactive, so don't spend all your time up there. Behind the armored glass, we have the warp core, the generator, the pentaxa tank, and other radioactive materials, and they are marked as such by the red radioactive symbols. Don't spend all your time in this tunnel. It is 200 degrees Fahrenheit and 15 rads. Going through the tunnel, we arrive in the garden/living area. If you don't want to use these grow plots, by all means pull them up, but if you do, there are lights on the ceiling ready for you. Just flip the sunlight switch, and they will turn on. Here you have your fridge, your food processor, your core, Tier 2 O2 tank, your medical station, your O2 station. Your ammo box is hiding behind the bed and the armor locker. I didn't use an ammo container controller because it requires extra cobalt, and I didn't want you to have to get extra cobalt. Here's a large constructor. This is not an advanced constructor because that would require extra cobalt. Here's the cockpit. We'll jump in real fast. It's pretty good visibility, but honestly, I think you're probably going to be piloting this thing for third-person perspectives most of the time. Here's the third-person view. These elevator blocks lead up to the SV pad on the roof. Here's the SV pad. Some of it is radioactive because it's right above the warp core. Just park your cockpit over the part that's not radioactive and you won't have any problems. Your SV doesn't care about radioactivity, only your body. Finally, let's take a brief look at the control panel. Here's the control panel. With 100% fuel in it, you see that you get 37, almost 38 hours of use. However, if you are to turn on your flight systems, which turns on both the RCS and the thrusters, your usage will drop to about 29 hours, so do turn off the flight systems when you're not using them. They save significant fuel. There is no shield in this CV because it's a beginner CV. The hull is made of hardened steel because Sathium hardened steel is abundant in the MS Titan Rex, and it is no burden to get that stuff. Finally, there is a headlight switch to turn on the headlights on the front of the Alpaca. Two of these headlights face forward and one face down, so they should be more than sufficient for most docking and maneuvering needs. I hope you enjoy the Alpaca. I hope it gets you started in the game. And stay salty, my friends.